Right now, one person is hurt after a crash on John Nolan Drive. The latest on their condition and what police say happened. Also, more hostages are coming home from Gaza. This as the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is extended. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon. I'm Mark Hain. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We begin with Madison police investigating after a bullet hit a mattress where an adult and child were sleeping. It happened on Troy Drive on the city's northeast side around midnight last night. Officers received at least 2 calls about shots fired. Madison Police Department's investigation showed one bullet went through the bedroom wall of a home and stopped within the box spring mattress. Anyone with information has to call Madison Police. To continuing coverage from overnight, one person is in the hospital after a rollover crash on John Nolan Drive. It happened just before 9 o'clock on East Lakeside Street by Olin Park. Madison police say one car turned in front of the other, causing the collision. The victim expected to survive. They were also cited for a traffic violation. John Nolan has since reopened. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Jacob Montesano has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. The snow's hanging around.
Yeah, it's going to hang around for at least until tomorrow because temperatures are going to be very cold. Now, right now, we are seeing partly sunny to mostly sunny skies, but those temperatures are definitely pretty chilly. 23 degrees right now in Madison, a west-northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. Looking at the temperatures across Dane County, between 23 and 26 degrees. Some areas, specifically some prairie, at 22, and parts of our area are still in the teens. Now, earlier this morning, we had a lot of places in the teens, and we even had wind chills in the single digits. But the temperatures this morning are actually going to be warmer compared to the temperatures we're going to see later tonight. Now, looking at the current radar, we are seeing very dry conditions, although there are a few pop-up flurries here and there. In general, though, we aren't expected to see any accumulation. Looking at the high temperatures throughout the afternoon, we're not going to rise all that much despite the sunshine, with high temperatures pretty close to what they are right now, mostly in the middle to lower 20s. As we head into the overnight hours, though, we're going to see low temperatures around 10 degrees. And we're going to see some areas in the single digits. We're also going to continue to see some breezy weather, not too bad, but the breeze will actually cause wind chills to likely drop below 0. I'll have more details on this coming up a little bit later.
All right, we'll check back with you, Jacob. Thank you. You have a question or concern about your plants or garden? Send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company joins us later in the show with the answers. Again, that's tips@channel3000.com. If you were one of the many traveling back home by plane yesterday, then you are part of U.S. history. The TSA says Sunday was the busiest day at U.S. airports ever. More than 2.9 million passengers were screened nationwide. That is a 10% higher rate than this date last year, and the most the agency has ever screened in a day. Not all the holiday travel was in the sky. AAA reported 55.4 million Americans were on the roads over the weekend. That's a 2.3% hike from last year. To the conflict in Gaza, where the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel is getting extended by 2 days. Over the weekend, militants freed dozens of Israelis and other nationals. Israel says for every 10 hostages freed, it'll extend the pause in fighting by a day. Meanwhile, more than 100 Palestinian prisoners have been released as part of the agreement. While in devastated Gaza, more trucks delivered critically needed aid.
What we need is a long-term ceasefire so that we can serve people across Gaza in the north and in the south.
The UN warns if more aid isn't delivered, the territory faces famine. Elon Musk expected to meet with Israeli President Isaac Herzog during a visit to Israel today. The president's office says Herzog and Musk will discuss how to combat rising anti-Semitism online amid the ongoing war with Hamas. Representatives of families of hostages held by Hamas are expected to join the meeting. To an update now out of Vermont. The suspect in the shooting of 3 Palestinian American students is pleading not guilty in court this morning. Jason Eaton faces 3 charges of attempted murder and was ordered held without bail until his next court appearance. Eaton was arrested yesterday afternoon near the scene of the attack in Burlington. Investigators say Eaton confronted the 3 20-year-olds without speaking and shot at them at least 4 times. So far, all 3 victims are still in the hospital. Newly unsealed court documents allege Meta collected data from children's Instagram accounts. Attorneys from 33 states accuse the tech giant of receiving more than 1 million reports of under 13 users on Instagram from 2019 to 2023. They say Meta knowingly refused to shut down a majority of these accounts. The lawsuit alleges Meta collected the children's personal information without their parents' consent. The states are calling for the court to prohibit Meta from these practices and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in civil penalties. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Holiday shoppers head online in search of deals on Cyber Monday. Also, Honda announcing a massive recall for some of its most recent vehicles. That's next in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Get the best deals of the season on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Tempur-Pedic mattresses relieve pressure points and support the body as no other mattress can. And right now, you can save up to $500 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Queen sets start at just $42 per month when you use 72-month financing. Hurry in, this deal won't last long. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds, advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data, and now TV with the all-new Zumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum Mobile line, and the Zumo Stream Box, free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Zumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
More than 71 million Americans are expected to shop today's Cyber Monday sales, according to the National Retail Federation, with consumers expected to spend more than $270 billion in online and other non-store purchases this holiday season. Cyber Monday is the second most popular shopping day behind Black Friday of the Thanksgiving holiday. Honda is recalling hundreds of thousands of 2023-2024 Accords and HRVs due to a missing piece in the front seat belt pretensioners. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the missing piece is the result of an error during assembly and adds that without it, the seat belt may not properly secure passengers during a crash. Notification letters are expected to be sent to owners of the affected vehicles in January. Federal regulators say dealers will replace the seatbelt pretensioners for free. And this holiday weekend, moviegoers again chose to return to Pan Am with the Hunger Games prequel topping the box office. The film raked in just over an estimated $28 million from Friday through Sunday domestically. Ridley Scott's newly released Napoleon came in second, taking in more than $20 million, while Walt Disney's Wish came in a disappointing third, grossing a little over $19 million Friday through Sunday. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrials down 72 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 38. The S&P 500 down 3. When we come back, Pam has today's egg prices, plus Jacob's back with the complete forecast. And then today on Live Before, shop local this holiday season. We'll get some shopping tips and suggestions from Madison Magazine.
Menards Save Big Money Sale. All prices after mail-in rebate. Get shockingly good deals. Like this remote control dual outlet, just $4.99. Measured twice and cut once. Pick up a 2-pack of tape measures for just $10.99. A 4-piece utility knife set is only $2.99. Shower and savings with this chrome combo shower head, just $69.99. And you won't believe this one. A 5-piece paint kit is free. That's right, free after rebate during Menards Save Big Money Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, we've got Davine Joy Randolph.
Push beyond your gift.
You on the road. And she's been offered millions in college scholarships.
If I don't do it, then nobody's going to do it.
Then South African sensation Tyler.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yankee now for the Midwest Farm Report on this Monday. You have a nice Thanksgiving?
Not a bad one at all, that is for sure. And enjoying, what feels a little bit more like December weather on November, but I can manage this amount of snow at least for right now. Later this week, we're going to be heading up to Wisconsin Dells. It's time for the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation's convention. That kicks off the beginning of the winter meeting season. You know, coming up this weekend at the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Convention, they are going to recognize our 2023 Leopold Conservation Award winners. This year, the farm hails from Buffalo County on the Mississippi rivers, very high bluffs. The Knoll family farm, the Knoll Dairy Farm of Alma, Wisconsin, was selected as the Leopold Conservation Award winners this year. That farm is amazing. They've got 400 acres of contoured strips that you see there, corn and soybeans and alfalfa that they are rotating annually. They also have more than 400 acres of adjacent forests, oaks, savannas, and prairies that they have through a lot of sweat equity, rebuilt. There you see the winners. The family members are Mark, Curtis, and Scott, and they have dedicated literally generations to bringing back some of the oak savannas, the prairies, that timber that is in the area. And if you ever manage to hike towards that particular bluff along the Mississippi River, you may see a sign from the Knoll Dairy that kind of points out they have kind of brought back some traditional forest right in that area. I did not know, but now realize that the oak savannas and prairies are some of the most threatened forest types in Wisconsin, and they take it very, very seriously. One of the presenters said that Aldo Leopold must have had the Knoll Dairy Farm in mind when he wrote, "The landscape of any farm is the owner's portrait of himself." Congratulations to Mark, Curtis, and Scott. The Knoll Dairy Farm, they are going to be recognized this weekend at the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation's annual convention. They receive a $10,000 check and a Crystal Award for being selected as those hardworking farm families that preserve their environment and enhance it. Congratulations. Well, markets are off to a soft start today in Chicago as far as corn, beans, and wheat are concerned. We're really now getting a true sense of just how big the harvest was, and that is part of the reason why we're a little bit underwater right now. We'll see if we're turning things around later this week. Dairy, on the other hand, more positive Monday underway. Barrel cheese today up 3 at $1.47. 40-pound block cheese up 2 at $1.61. AA butter just holding its own for a Monday, beginning of the week, $2.50 a pound. So there we go. But congratulations to the Knoll family. That is some beautiful country, but boy, it is tricky when it comes to trying to farm it and still respect the environment. So job well done.
Well done indeed. Pam, thank you. Chilly weather to start the week, but things will eventually warm up a little bit. Here's Jacob with the complete forecast.
Thanks, Mark. I want to start with the current radar to show you that we are seeing some very light flurries across our area, but in general, we're not expected to see a lot of snow today. And anything that does fall, I already mentioned, will be light and not expected to accumulate. Now, we did have some accumulating snow yesterday, and here's a look at some of the snowfall totals. 2.2 inches in Madison, and a lot of our area saw its first 1-inch snowfall so far this season. Now, over the next 10 days, there's not a ton of chances for us to reach an inch of snowfall, but things could definitely change as the chance of precipitation look to be towards the end of the week. So here are the 3 things you need to know. The story right now is the very cold temperatures. Wind chills could drop below 0. In fact, they're likely to drop below 0 early tomorrow morning, but we're not going to see a lot of precipitation this week. And I say precipitation because temperatures may warm up enough to where it won't be all snow. We may even see some rain during the end of the week, but in general, we're not expected to see that much. And as I mentioned, temperatures are going to turn warmer beginning on Wednesday. So here's a look at the forecast for this afternoon. High temperatures in the 20s, partly sunny skies. We've already seen quite a bit of sunshine already today, but despite that, they're not going to warm up all that much. Now, looking at the lows for tonight, we're going to see low temperatures around 10 degrees in Madison, but parts of our area could even drop to the single digits. And the little bit of breeze that will be in the air will cause those wind chills to be below 0. Now, during the daytime, the wind chills will be in the single digits. And then here's a look at Tuesday morning. Some areas may see the wind chill values approaching -10. So it is definitely going to be the coldest morning of the season so far. Give your cars a little bit of time to warm up before heading to work tomorrow morning. Now, even during the afternoon, we're going to see wind chill values in the lower teens and upper single digits. But by Wednesday, as I mentioned, that will be the day where the temperatures begin to warm up. Now, forecasting for tomorrow, it's going to be very similar to today, maybe a bit more clouds, but the high temperatures are once again going to be in the middle to lower 20s. Wednesday, that's when things will get better. Highs will be in the upper 30s, and that looks to be the case for much of the rest of the week, with highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Now, this is the normal high for this time of year. As you can see, the normal high 39 degrees. By the end of the 10-day forecast, will be 36 degrees. But anytime we get into the 40s going forward, that will be above average. As far as the rain chances go, not going to see a whole lot. Slight chance of some rain and snow Thursday night, Friday, and Friday night. A little bit of a better chance as we head towards Saturday night and Sunday. But in general, the rain chances are, at this point, looking like they're not going to amount to much. Now, things could still change between now and then, so we'll keep you updated as we get more information. But in general, despite there being, several days where we could see some rain and snow, each individual day not expected to produce all that much. But the temperatures are not going to be impacted too much by that. So by the middle and end of the week, into the weekend and next week, we're going to remain in the upper 30s and lower 40s. But at least for the next 36 hours, stay bundled up because it's going to be cold.
Absolutely. All right, Jacob, thank you. Up next, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. He has a recipe that's so easy, it'll leave you plenty of time to shop online today.
It's Cyber Monday, which means there's all sorts of deals online, so we can save big without ever leaving our house. And to help maximize our time online, we have a quick throw-together hamburger soup that's made with ingredients that you'll probably have on hand. We start by browning ground beef and some chopped onions in a soup pot for a few minutes. After draining off the liquid, we add some beef broth, a bit of tomato paste, a can of diced tomatoes, and a package of frozen peas and carrots. And to give this lots of taste, we toss in a bit of dry mustard, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. We give this a good stir and let it simmer for about 20 minutes until all the flavors come together. It's that easy. And whether you dig into it as is or top it with some shredded cheddar, boy, are you in for a burgerlicious treat. So while you're online snatching up all the deals, make sure you visit our website and print out a copy of what we call hamburger soup. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a time and money saving way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, ahead of noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. Email those questions to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get to your questions right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
What can our foam do for your home? You'll be warm and comfortable inside, even when it's freezing outside. Your furnace will run less, keeping your heating bills lower. You'll have consistent temperatures throughout the whole house, and those annoying outside noises won't be nearly as loud. Upgrading your insulation upgrades your life. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is doing some research.
Just doing some quick research. I caught. I don't know everything.
She's answering your questions, and I have a question about this.
Okay, go for it.
That's not right. We have a poinsettia here. It's all glittery.
I know how much you love glitter. Not. No, they came out about, I don't know, 5 or 6, maybe 8 years ago. They're very fancy, and people do love them. So basically, they take like a white poinsettia usually, and they use a floral spray dye or a floral spray paint, and then some glitter, and we've got them in green and blue and purple and orange.
Nothing says Christmas. Like
and then
blue
they do
points.
then they do take some red ones and they'll or the burgundy and they'll just spray the glitter on them so it really intensifies the color. They're not for everybody, but hey,
some people like them.
I love glitter, so there you go. It's good.
It is good. And you have plenty of regular ones in stock as well.
We do have all the normal ones as well.
Right.
Yes.
Let's get to the questions. Chris from Sun Prairie wants to know, we have 3 boxwoods that get a lot of wind. Should we keep them covered in burlap for the winter? Also, is it a good time to mulch a rose bush?
Okay, so let's take the boxwood first. If boxwood are in a windy spot, especially if it's on the sunny side, you could put some burlap, just like a screen. You don't have to wrap them. You can if you want to, but just a screen to keep the wind off, and that should be fine. And then as far as your roses are concerned, the ground is starting to freeze. I was walking around on it over the weekend, so you can certainly go ahead and put down your mulch to sort of protect the crowns.
Okay.
So yes, it's time to do that.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. For anything that you're going to do protective mulch on, now's the time.
Because the ground is starting to freeze.
The ground is starting to freeze. And that's what you want to do. The mulch keeps the ground frozen. It doesn't keep it warm.
Okay.
And the reason you want to wait until it actually freezes is because if you've got critters like mice or voles, and you're keeping the ground warm, then that's a really attractive place for them to hang out in the winter. At the same time, they're going to nibble on your plant's roots.
There you go.
Which nobody wants.
Nope. Patty wonders if she should remove the dead blooms from her Thanksgiving cactus or leave them.
Yeah, I would. Sometimes they will like self-clean a little bit, but you could go ahead and like just gently remove them. It'll keep it looking a little bit fresher.
All right, another Thanksgiving cactus.
I know, this is the one I was doing some research on, and I didn't quite get it.
It's dropping all of its buds. So what's going on?
My suspicion is that it's environmental. So either it's being overwatered, or Thanksgiving cactus don't mind a chillier spot. It might be that it's in a spot that's a little warm, like by a heating vent or something like that. So watch the water, make sure it dries out between waterings. They're a cactus, so they don't need to be wet all the time. And then if that continues, I would also play around with the temperature a little bit. Make sure it gets plenty of light too, the sunniest window you have.
Are there a difference between Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving?
Yes, and you can tell pretty easily by the leaves. So the leaves are kind of segmented like this. If they have points, then that's a Thanksgiving cactus, which is probably 95% of what you're going to find at this time of year. If they have like a little scallop like this on each leaf segment, that's a Christmas cactus. And if there's very little definition from one segment to the next, that is an Easter cactus. So Thanksgiving cactuses are the most prevalent. They come in the most colors.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And you sold a lot of Christmas trees this past weekend at the Bruce Company.
We did.
Best way to keep them fresh and not drop their leaves?
I will say that we had a drought in Wisconsin, so the trees do not seem as heavy as they usually are. The biggest thing to do is to get a fresh cut right before you put it in the stand, and then don't let that water dry out. So make sure you check it every day, top that water off so that the bottom of the cut does not seal up. Now, there are a lot of products and different things that people put in theirs. Personally, I like to use boiling water. I don't know why. I have a cat that drinks out of the tree stand, so I don't put aspirin or soda or anything else in there.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you for your questions. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Here's Jacob with the final check of the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. It's going to be very cold the next couple of days with high temperatures in the 20s today and tomorrow. But starting Wednesday, we'll see highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s, and that will continue through the end of the week and the weekend, as well as much of next week, with a few rain chances, but most of the rain chances look to be fairly light.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.